Okay, let's just try that.
And at the same time, give 2 scrolls to your opponent, and not be repeatable since husks are undead. Yeah, good point.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can't do it again when their cooldown closes in on 0.
That would make the 3 cost Decay scroll, which reduces all, like the mini god hand, give to attack, reduces all undead creatures attacked by 1. That
Mm.
would tie in quite nicely with Necrogeddon.
Mm.
Hmm.
Can you hear my wife singing in the background there?
She sounded lovely.
See, one of the other problems that I've got, one of the other problems that I've got is that on the Isle of Man, one of the old folklores is that you can't say rat, because if you say rat, then it kills a fairy. We have fairies on the Isle of Man, so you have to say longtail or rat.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So I even now, and I'm very old, I still think to myself, I can't say it. Rat. It still pains me. It's like at the very core of my being.
That's amazing.
So Manji rat. We have a ferry bridge which you have to cross before you get to like the southern part of the island. You have to say Evi Vonya Vega.
I'm just letting Blinky know I'm not playing a 40-minute game against his deck.
Yeah, press control.
Thank you. Sorry.
No, unfortunately, you don't turn them into fairies. You actually kill fairies. So that's just it. They're incredible, and I'm killing them by saying Manji Ra. So by association, you're killing fairies. I'm afraid.
How interesting.
How interesting. Yeah, I'm afraid so. It's probably just something my mum said to me just to make me cry and make her sleep better at night. But maybe,
Hmm. Darn. Do, 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 do. Which doctor? No damage.
yeah. So I think that's unfortunately one of the things that people are actually saying
What's
because
that?
muckheads sounds a little bit like.
Not gonna lie, that is the first thing that came into my head. Like when I was going through all the cards, there was lots of filthy names I came up with in a very short space of time. Yes, duck. Exactly. Hmm. Languid. Hmm. Mine.
Oh, here we go. They're showing their intellect.
What's that?
Alu is Mesopotamian,
Hmm.
Mesopotamian mythology, and somewhat appropriate as far as I can tell. Nobody knows Mesopotamian mythology anyway. It's too old.
Dinosaurs are pretty old, but we know a lot about those. Just saying. It's true.
True. That was deep, man.
Cheers.
So you want a dinosaur deck, don't you?
Oh, I'd love a friggin' dinosaur deck.
We've got actually man in capitals. No, Rastien, not naming it Triceratops.
Oh, but oh dear. Out of curiosity, where did you get the Fat Wolf thing from Mangy Wolf? Because I was calling like Great Wolf for stuff Fat Wolf for ages, and then Don't Fear the Fat Wolf came in, and I was like, that's hilarious. I love it. The flavour text on Mangy. Oh, that's no good. I don't want that. Actually, maybe that would work. I don't know. That could be quite interesting, though. The change they suggested that turns everything into husks.
Well, it's like more of a, you know, as I say, no, sort of an Armageddon in the sense that the undead rise. They, everybody's destroyed. Maybe it does seem a bit apocalyptic.
2, 4, 7. Well, fitty fitty.
Tis a silly place, says Golly Bolly.
Don't fail me now, luck. Damn it.
Well, I am now living in England, so.
God damn Isle of Man folk coming over here and taking our jobs.
Taking our jobs and our women.
They took our jobs and our women and our farms.
Oh, Mr. Frodo, sir, I do like my women.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Frodo, we don't be swinging that way.
Don't be swinging. The thing is, though, if you do made-up names, I just think it adds a bit more character if you have its own sort of mythology. Obviously, Acid can probably jump in at some point here because he's creating his own. But it just seems that it's not necessarily cheating to take from what we already have. Maybe just change it slightly. I don't know.
Perhaps.
See, well, essentially, if it always reminds me of the what's called the German games like Settlers and those ones where.
Wait, that was German.
I think that's what they were calling it. But it's basically game mechanics, which have colours and shapes attached to it. And the game mechanics themselves are brilliant, really enjoyable, but they're heightened to another level if you also have some form of character, some form of feel, some of backstory to the actual game itself. And whilst I'm not saying that the Scrolls is any way like that, in the sense that, but if you have a mythology, you have a basis around it, then
I mean, once you create lore, which is, I guess, kind of the same thing,
that's the
you
word
get people
searching for,
interested on a whole nother level, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, well, it's just it. People create their own lore. They have an understanding. They see things on the screen and go, right, that's this, which creates this. The Jarl, who when Jarls, you normally think about Skyrim, don't you?
I know. Something that I enjoy is when there are games that are based on real historical events or some truth to it. There was Age of Empires 2 being the big example for me. I suddenly had a great interest in Frederick Barbarossa, who was this German tectonic knight person who I've forgotten everything about now. But at the time, it was really, really interesting. I sort of went out of my way to go and research stuff. But I mean, a good example for me was I used to play a lot of World of Warcraft, and there was always this little kid as the King of Stormwind who I never gave two craps about. And then I log in one day, and it might be in one of the patches or something before an expansion, there was a dude just stood there, a huge man with a sword, and I'm like, hey, what happened here? So I then went away and read up on all the lore and found out interesting character, and the whole thing was quite interesting.
Yeah, you have to have the depth. Unfortunately, with me and WoW, it was you skipping through quest texts and all those sort of things, and it's you can have a whole depth there, but
it's there if you want it. I think that's
a
nice thing.
That's it. That's it. See, I've done a bit of sort of research on inventions and discovery theory and stuff like that, and essentially nothing's new. It's unfortunate, but it's true. It's just variations of essentially the same thing. We're working back to old mythology, and it's renewed essentially, but in different forms, which people complain about a heck of a lot in movies. But I don't necessarily see a problem if you're going to create a lore to do a variation of something that's there already. Because essentially the symbology is the symbolism is still the same.
Yeah. It begins. Faith chains.
You're doing it wrong. He's playing Necrogeddon. Don't sacrifice your structures. Get them on the field. They don't die to Necro.
Oh yeah. Cheers, man. Whoever said that. It's a good point.
It's Sony Man's the creator of the game. So.
Cheers, dude.
He might know what he's talking about. I'm not sure. It's a guess.
He's probably watching me play, and he's just like head in hands, like, "Oh dear Lord, what are you doing to my game?
Trickling down. You're breaking it.
You're not playing Decay properly, damn it!" And there's Blinky breaking it at the other end, like, look at all the cool things I can do. Draw scrolls.
I have to admit that whenever I hear Decay, I think Decay from Star Trek. That's just me. You're doing Decay wrong.
Blinky knows he's won. His goal now is to not let me get a single idol. If I manage to get an idol, it'll be a moral victory, and I'll be happy. However, it probably won't happen.
We're up to 92 viewers, by the way.
That's a fair few.
So we're going to carry on to 11.
Are we? What?
Come on now. You said you were going to help me out last night, and you went to...
oh, I see how it is. We're playing the guilt card now.
That's all I'm saying.
I might have gone and played Dota, this is true.
Yeah.
This isn't really my fault. Well, it kind of is, but,
Right, let me just ask the wife to get me another beer. Yeah, automatons turning to husks seems kind of wrong. That's the thing, isn't it? You'd have to say that it would be life converts into undead.
He's still going.
Sorry, Kyle. Kyle's C2? Kyle SC2? He's saying that he had the viewers from my stream came here. I had 40, then you guys started, and I lost 20, so I stopped and told him to go here. Good lad.
My Decay brings all the boys to the yard.
StarCraft. I thought it was.
What's StarCraft? What's StarCraft?
What is StarCraft?
No, I know what StarCraft is. I meant like...
No, that's what his name means. Kyle SC2.
Oh, yeah, StarCraft 2. Fair. Oh, I'm in with a chance!
Well, Kyle, just let us know if you... let us know what your Twitter name is. Then we'll follow you. And when you start streaming next, we'll transmit it as well.
Are you meant to be able to cast Langlade on structures for free scrolls?
Was that the one that reduces attack?
Yeah.
That's the one we found out last night, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
I have to admit, I've only got like 40 followers anyway, so it wouldn't possibly affect you too much. But every little helps, as they say in Sainsbury's.
This is true. I'm happy. I got 2 idols. The game is now over, and the field shall be locked down momentarily. However, I'm going to walk away with this with my head held high.
So you're saying he's won then?
I'm pretty sure he has now, yes.
Is it because it's him?
No, it's... Well, yeah, sorry, that's rude. Yes, it's because of Blinky, but also the deck at this point in the game. No, I ain't going to get that damage. I got to get 10 damage, and he's going to be killing stuff every turn, drawing scrolls. It's going to be tricky.
They're very Slenderman-esque, those, aren't they?
Yeah, someone said that.
Clowny, balloony, Slenderman-esque.
No.
Ah. Too few creatures for him to make much use of it. Rastien could possibly use it, though.
What's that?
I don't know.
That's really useful, thanks, Gareth.
This is high-level stuff for me. I don't think necessarily that because you are a top, in inverted commas, player, does that necessarily mean that you are the best person to be added to a test server? Now, while obviously the test servers were, or access was given to people who had PC Gamer, which is a wide and varied way to give sort of access to that sort of thing. I think really, test servers should. People need to be going on there, need to be playing, testing stuff out, and aren't necessarily there just to try and promote themselves. Tell me if I'm wrong. 103, by the way.
103. Cool.
Viewers.
Oh, nice.
We're going to stay on until we get 1,000.
No. I will play for another 30 minutes, 11 o'clock, because you've guilt-tripped me now.
Yeah, it is very Nightmare Before Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah. I did think that. Old Jack Skeleton there.
But see, that's the thing, isn't it? Because you look at that and you go, "Oh, right, I associate this character to it." It doesn't necessarily make this image itself any worse, or doesn't belittle it at all. It's just you're always going to find an association somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm going back to the whole mythology thing again.
Gareth, Sister of the Fox, new artwork and model.
Yes. Linz is on, by the way.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, Steve.
Blair. Mine. Oh wait, that had faith chains on. Double faith chains, in fact.
Yeah, you're right, Kung Fu Dojo. It is a case of that you don't want to just the people who understand the game need to be on there, need to be playing it. If you let everybody on, aside from the fact that the servers probably wouldn't be able to handle it, not everybody would be able to contribute. My suggestion to Mojang was essentially that what they do is they, without being rude about it, so they cherry pick. They see who is contributing the most. Essentially, if you're a part of a community, and Mojang are all about community, you want to people who contribute most will rise to the top, essentially. Am I preaching now?
Yeah, where's the soapbox, son?
Where's my soapbox? I normally have to wash your mouth out with soap with the amount of swearing that you do, but you're doing very well tonight.
I haven't said a single swear as far as
You've done very well.
Thank you. So I'm due one, aren't I?
The unfortunate thing is that I'm not in tomorrow, so I can't get you your Tracy's.
Ah.
So I wasn't going to tell you that until the end.
Right. No hold bars now. It's all gone.
That's it. You cough
for those not aware, which probably a lot of you are, Tracy's is like a bacon burger van thing near our office, and it's Tracy's Fridays. You go there, you get a massive baguette filled with bacon, sausage, whatever you want. Oh, it's amazing. But I'm not getting that tomorrow, so I can start swearing. Ah, the things I can say. Now I'm on a stage, I can't. Oh wait.
What did you say?
The thing is, once I start swearing, it won't stop. It'll just be a constant stream.
It is literally a stream.
Yeah.
Well, I think ultimately it comes down to Mojang, who they want to add to the server. We've all got our own views who should or shouldn't be. You know, we all want ourselves to go on because we want to be able to see these sort of things, have access to all, not necessarily sort of Decay, but also all the full decks for
I
other
got
resources.
to say, it is a nice tool for deck
Don't
testing.
start. See, you just ruined it now. I'm trying to make it seem like.
What do you want me to do?
What do you want me to do, man?
you look, it's been a long day, yeah? And you're dragging me on here. I started the show with full of steam and energy, and it's just dragged on. And I'm getting a bit worn down. But
See, if he's not mentioned energy, then Ice Cream will be happy because he likes energy.
who likes energy?
Ice Cream.
Ah, yes. I believe I've spoken to him. Probably. Oh yeah, the commentary thing. That was it. Yeah. Awesome. Yes, I know all about that stuff.
But that's just it. It's Irie. It is a case of that. Whoever is on there, you know, it's like the videos I post up. I mean, I'm not particularly good at the game itself, but I posted all of the scrolls to an Imager link so everybody else could see it. People can pick what they want from that. They can, read through, enjoy it. It's not also okay. It's communicating it, I suppose, is what I'm desperately trying to search for.
Yeah, I mean, all of the most recent updates we have, through sheer luck, because we do our stream on a Thursday, the updates seem to get released on a Wednesday or Thursday. We've been able to showcase them, which is quite nice, including the crafting system, which I love.
Yes, that was luck, Dan. I actually chose Thursday, just out of the blue.
Did you really? You probably didn't, did you?
No, I chose it because I saw it Thursday was. I'm not just a pretty face,
But you are a pretty face, girl.
Oh, you saucy.
So yes, as we can see, Blinky is currently playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 scrolls a turn.
Is this his god deck?
Yeah. If you only just realised this.
I've not been looking.
Did you not hear the amount of moaning and complaining I said at the start of the game, and my moral victory for getting the 2 idols, and then following it up by saying this is now game over? Just
No.
You wound me, sir.
Mate, you're the playing. I'm the looking at the chat.
Okay, yeah, this works then. I've been really observant this evening. I've paid attention to the chat a lot.
Idle damage on reshuffle. Yes. See, this is it, because with Magic, if you basically you're out of cards, isn't that the end of the game?
Yep. If you don't have a card to draw, it's GG.
And this is just it. Go draw is one of the main culprits of that. But obviously, if you've got something like
God deck, which is go draw with amazing I win removal.
So if we think of it this way, if you basically cycle through the whole of your deck, and then you suddenly lose, 3 health from all of your idols when you do that, is that something that you could do?
Blinky is saying, don't do that, just add a maximum hand size. But how much damage would you be thinking for cycling through your deck to the idols?
Well, yeah, that's just it. Yeah, everything's a test in the end, isn't it? We are still in beta. No, you've said it now. You've said it, man. That's it. It's going to happen. It's never going to change.
Blinky actually raises a valid point. He says you would. Well, I'll put it in my own words.
Don't say actually raises a valid point. He raises a valid point often.
Oh yeah, I say that a lot. It's kind of smart me, isn't it?
Why? This idiot has actually raised a valid point.
No, you say it like that. I feel bad. I didn't mean it like that, man. I was being polite. Right, Blinky raises a valid point. We happy? Yes, excellent.
Yeah.
He says it will make things confusing because you'll want to know how close you are to the reshuffle. So I'm assuming if you were to do that, you would have to show the amount of cards left in your library before deck, not magic, before it reshuffles.
Sorry, Severo. I suppose it's sort of an added element, isn't it? An added mechanic in the fact that if you choose to have something which will cycle through your libraries, your decks, as you're going through, it doesn't punish. It's just simply if what you're doing is choosing that, then it will have an effect.
I can see people who solely play Go decks seeing it as a punish, which it is for that deck, but it just means that it's an option you have to. It's a risk you have to take, or a choice you have to make when playing that deck.
But if hypothetically, literally Decay had been introduced into the live server now,
oh Christ!
Then I'm going to ask Blinky what was the longest game he'd played. I think it was something like 62 turns or something.
Oh Christ!
It was something ridiculous. I could be completely wrong there, but ask him. No, ask him.
Well, he can hear you. Why do I have
Oh,
to
can he?
ask him?
Sorry, I do apologise.
61 turns.
61.
Decay versus Decay. Oh my wig.
I mean, that is ridiculous. Let's face it, if you're going to play a competition and every single... it's going to become a meta of some form, isn't it? It's going to become one of the metas.
Well, if you play a competition, it'd be a nightmare to run because the games would drag on so long. I mean, the Mojang guys might be able to answer this, but what is the sort of average time for a game of Scrolls were you guys looking for? Because I'd imagine that's in mind to some degree. I like that Gareth has been my translator here.
15 minutes for multiplayer
Really?
is the average.
How many rounds is that then? Sort of 15 maybe?
13 in single player.
Oh wow.
Kyle's from StarCraft 2. Order versus Order is 3 hours.
Yeah. Mangonel, reset, draw.
Yeah, all the super long games where people leave the computer on overnight. Yeah, it's like chess, isn't it? The distance chess.
We're getting there. Come on, Blinky, draw
I
that
agree.
faith chain.
I'd draw 11. I mean, I think that draw decks are beautiful. They it's another mechanism. I mean, people who I can't believe I've had to last 25 rounds and that sort of 30 rounds. You're just simply not preparing yourself for those.
I mean, I have an untold amount of respect for draw decks. They're incredible. I can't use them for hell. I never seem to get to the point where I can just ramp off and I can just do silly things like what is happening on the screen at the moment. But the surrender option is always there. I mean, if you've gotten fed up of playing, and I knew I'd lost as soon as I got those 2 idols at the top. Even if Blinky hadn't have said, it's his game, I knew full well this is it. He's online, he's ramping off like a beast, and I know that the deck that I've slapped together doesn't really have anything to answer it, unfortunately.
Out of interest, man, how long do you sort of test the new scrolls and certainly this whole resource before you then put it onto the test server? Obviously, it's for general. Yeah, no, I can understand that. Yeah, it varies greatly. I think one thing to say into chat is that
cheers, man. GG.
we are even though one of the main issues obviously is people have paid to be in beta, and to a certain extent also to be in alpha. It's still testing, so something that's happened here does not necessarily mean that it's going to be like that for the rest of the game, and it's never going to change.
It's something I've said to you before, Gareth. The reason I like Scrolls a lot more than actual trading card games is the Scrolls can be patched and altered as needed to balance. Take Noadi, for example. That was bust when it came in initially, and they fixed that and patched it. Whereas with a regular trading card game, using Magic as an example, Jace the Mind Sculptor, when I was actually playing standard tournaments, the majority of decks were playing Jace or Go Home, and it got so dull that the top 10 decks at one of the sort of top tournaments, 8 of the top 10 decks had 3 copies of Jace the Mind Sculptor. They actually banned him. And that's just no fun, actually just removing a card from the game altogether. So Scrolls has the major advantage where it can just like, no, that's broken, right, we'll just patch that or change it a bit, and you can carry on using one of your favourite Scrolls, which is nice. Right, time for... Well, I need to join general, whoops. Got time for one more. I don't know if anyone minds playing. Slin is there, I'll ask him. Or maybe one of the Mojang guys wants to show me how Decay works and kick my teeth with it.
Yeah, do you want to jump in, guys? I am quite excited about this, I have to say, though, Dan, because we've got quite a good conversation going here.
We have? Go me.
Oh, man, jeez.
What's man said?
I'm going to bed.
Well, I want to go to bed too, so maybe we can finish on that game. Go to bed together. Just saying.
Let's get on.
Oh God.
There's a bit of
Slin's challenged me. Fair enough.
Cool.
I'll let you Mojangstas off for now.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, I have enjoyed playing Decay this evening. It's a fun deck.
Alright, it shook everything up, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Uh-huh.
Decay on Decay.
Thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on.
Who's that?
Let's go.
Cheers, man. Have a good one.
Always a pleasure, never a chore.
Sounded like Pudge then from Dota.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've never played Dota.
Pudge is a really handsome character.
I can guess that from his name.
He's definitely not pretty much an abomination from World of Warcraft, because you'll know what they are.
Yes.
He might exactly be an abomination. Actually.
Habanese says Pudge is sexy.
He sure is.
Big is beautiful.
I'll just tuck this under here for later. Oh, it is my go. Okay. Ilmaya Hunter.
Yeah, that's something to consider. Is it Pip Main 957? It's what happens if you lose X amount of random cards from your deck every time you cycle through. I don't know. It's if you start with say 50, and then you cycle, and then you suddenly have say 48. I don't know. Is that too restrictive?
I think something that people hate in most games is, generally speaking, I don't, is random number generator. Anything that's like too random, people aren't fans of. Ah yes, 2 poisoned bagpipes.
Hello, Chris 94F. I do struggle with the names here, I must admit. Guernsey's saying, I'm usually not a fan of RNG, but I love the hellspit and mortar in this game.
Number of times I have screamed luck at the screen. Screen? Stream. Stream? Screen.
Ah, cubes, I see. Right, okay.
Cubes?
Chris 94F. Which you just assume is Chris. I'm 94 and I'm a female. Sorry, mate. Windsman says, I'm kind of sad I muted the streams while you were fuming, Rastien.
I do get on the mad bus a lot, I'm not gonna lie.
On the mad bus. Ding ding.
Yeah, it's something that came. That expression is. I've got a friend who I play a lot of Street Fighter with, and when one of us goes quiet, it's like, oh, there's somebody on the mad bus, and it's like, whoa, you shut up right now.
I'll be uploading this to my channel, SeeMeScrollin. So if there's anything you want to sort of review, go over and then use an illegal court against Mojang because they said it. Then,
Mojang said me.
Yes.
Darn.
A good stream last night, by the way. Enjoyed it.
Which stream was this?
Ice Cream would basically put together. It was a 4-mana. It was.
Oh wow.
It was like a wrestling tournament, but it was basically going through Decay.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, control, by the way.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you.
We really need someone to back, don't we?
Yep.
So we can have the instant control. Yes, it was your name. Yeah, we were talking about your stream last night. It was very good. Acid was on. And going through all of the scrolls, which I'd kindly put onto Imager. That was all me.
There's no one else. It was me.
It was me.
Oh no, I hate this. It's when the miasma wells work against you, and it's like, god damn it.
Yes, I want to wrestle with you, Ice Cream.
Lord. Oh, nuts. I'm gonna get hit for 8 next turn. Oh, he splashed order. Oh, of course he used Potter. Everybody needs to splash 1 order for Potter. Oh, and transposition. Shiny. No, my miasma well, man.
So you, this isn't cubes, man. by the way. Are you talking to me, Kyle?
Hmm? Oh, yes,
Right. No, I actually do a I do a what's that? The hairy thing in Star Wars again?
I don't know.
Wookiee.
I never really watched Star Wars.
Wookiee.
Oh no, this is not going well for me. Okay. Two things.
So I have to do these sort of things because I have to do these things because obviously we're relying upon Rastien's
Oh, I'm sorry.
playing ability.
Yeah, my playing ability's lacking. I'm tired, so I'm running out of words.
No worries, mate. No.
I've literally sat down. It's like, don't worry, Dan, we won't do this again next week. Sit down. 2.5 hours of solid scrolls. It's like, oh my crap, I just want to get up from my chair.
I hope you guys are enjoying it at least.
I'm enjoying it. I'm just tired.
Sorry about that, Dan.
Well, you know how much I love Star Wars.
Not at all.
Pretty much.
Weirdly, our actual numbers have increased ever since I started doing Chewbacca noises. I don't know what it is.
Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, I'm on the back foot here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Necrogeddon. However, he has got 11 scrolls in hand. 12 even. Wasn't Slyn number 1 for a while?
Yeah. Mate, no, you're basically playing against top 10.
Alright.
So
Happy
probably been playing constantly for the last couple of weeks, or certainly the last couple of days. Every single hour. In like the horse stance, being smacked with a bamboo stick. And every time he lost a unit.
This does seem, yeah. I don't mind. I ain't too fussed this week. I'm quite relaxed about the whole thing, really.
Good. Because you weren't too happy last time, were you?
No, I was pretty mad, to be fair. On a scale of 1 to mad, I'd say I was mad.
Is that with double D?
It is, yeah. Necrogeddon. Just because Necrogeddon.
Yeah. It is funny though, because streaming, doing a video recording is one thing, because you can to a certain extent control how you're approaching stuff. But streaming a game and also thinking, I wonder what people are saying in chat.
Don't do that.
No, I'm just saying, I wonder what people are doing in chat. Yeah. Bad enough when you actually do a video by yourself and then think, people are going to start insulting me.
But Gareth, this is why we need to get the van. I keep explaining this to you. You get the van, I'll get the bat with the nail in, everything will be fine.
Yeah.
We'll make a weekend of it. Everyone will have fun.
hi. You know, so it's like, uh, hi, you don't know me.
But I know you.
Do you recognise my voice? It's the one you hate.
I probably shouldn't have placed that there, you know. Behind this, like, structure, which looks like it could explode at any given moment. Which it may well. I love that old lady. She's amazing. Oh. I don't like the looks of this.
I do wonder whether Decay is it's one of those ones where the norm, the base rules have changed now.
Yeah.
You know, could you create an idol destroying deck with Decay and another resource? So you, at no point generally you're actually destroying the creatures or the, you know, the units in front of you. It's going straight for the idols.
Draw things.
Yeah, well, it seems from the Mojangstas that they're not happy about Necroquake either. It doesn't just.
It's too much like the old days of Quake, I guess.
Well, no, it seems to be worse than that. Because not only are you sort of leveling the playing field, but you're also giving your opponent an advantage.
Yeah.
Then again, you're not actually losing structures, are you?
You're not losing structures, no, and it just kills everything. I didn't think they liked Quake back in the day because Quake was effectively a reset button, which is what Necrogeddon is.
And they've changed that, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Husk idea, I think. It does seem to, you know, convert things rather than just replicate scrolls in other resources.
Yeah.
We lost you.
Me?
I thought I'd lost you then. I
I'm
thought
here.
I'd lost you, man. Oh my god.
It's alright, I'm here, man. It's cool. Nuts to you, I'm a Necrogeddon.
What's those big blokes again?
I don't know, they exploded.
They're what do you call it? It's the muck. But the ones which the countdown.
Lumbering Muckhead.
That's the fellas.
I love those units. So
perhaps if you were to lose idle damage and they were to countdown must go down as well. Smoonia, yeah. I mean, this is just a, you know, you'd normally assume that going onto test server means that within a couple of weeks or a couple of days you're going to have them go to live. But I think Noadi proves that you can't throw something in too soon because it becomes game changing.
If people get upset, they tend to leave the game, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, you still got the magic sort of approach, haven't you? In that, oh, this is it. It's broke. The whole thing's gone.
Yeah, I've trapped him with puppet soldiers. One of those rows has to die now. And that means Jack the Skeleton has to move out and attack there.
Yeah. This is to a certain extent one of the problems with sort of releasing information to the general public. If you've got a test server and everybody's showing the test server and people are playing the test server, you want to be there, you want to be playing the game yourself. If you haven't got access to it, then you know it's the same as you know, it doesn't matter whether it exists or not. But if it's broke, then you really don't want to be playing it.
I think, I mean, I could be speaking out of turn, but Mojang probably want the opinions of everyone, not just the top tier players.
Yeah.
Because the game isn't just for them, you know. A lot of other people play this game who solely play single player. I mean, there's a campaign coming out. You know, you've got, obviously, it's very difficult to cater to the needs of such a wide range.
Yeah, I do wonder actually whether sort of Decay is actually, a viable deck. What I've seen so far is most people sort of start splashing in other things.
Yeah.
Perhaps the reason why they do it. Perhaps
is that true of every deck? Are mono decks just not as strong as dual decks? No, that's not true. Mono growth and mono order and mono energy are still pretty damn beefy.
Well, that was it, wasn't it? In alpha, it was very much a case of that there would be no point going a splash, simply because of the fact that you'd be weakening yourself.
I mean, at the moment, even my deck, which is pretty bad, this game's been dragging on for quite a while. You know, I'm not too sure. I mean, if Mojang have an idea of like 30 minutes for an average game, or well, I think they said 15 the average game took and 13 for single player. I mean, I don't know how, Decay is going to change this by making everything. Oh, that's destroy target unit. I need to put those in. Oh, I might be dead at last.
You might be dead at last.
Yeah, I think I
Was you just pleased about?
Of course I'm pleased. I'm tired, man.
No worries.
I want to go play Dota. Nah, jokes.
No, you're lying.
I am.
But no, I think the thing is that the views from this and the views from these live streams, you post them to Scrolls fans, post them to Scrolls guys, because the guys Mojang, they do look at all their stuff. I think that the best bit about Scrolls is that.
Oh, he's done it.
Yeah.
GG, man.
The best bit about Scrolls essentially is that there's always a conversation to be had. You can be miles away from the computer, but tell you what, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think. That's the best bit about it.
Right. That has been the Scrollstream for this evening, and it was featuring Decay, which was amazing and fun and awesome. And we had myself throughout the show, who's about to die, I think. Grumpcat was here at the start. Lovely Grumpcat. We haven't seen her for a while. And then we finished the show with Gareth from the SeeMeScrollin.
I'm Gareth.
He is Gareth. So if you want to see any more stuff from us, check out www.herandur.com for myself and Grumpcat. And Gareth will do you his website, because I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
Do you want me to start posting? It's
Yes! Yes! Stay around for links, and Gareth will post stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it's been fun.
Not all of it will be relevant.
Irrelevant elephant. I shall see everyone next week, probably.
Thanks for watching, guys.
It's been good. See yous.